Situational awareness can not only help you to prevent an armed robbery, but it can help you during one as well. Hi everyone, this is John with today's active self-protection lesson out of Smyrna, Tennessee. Shows us an armed robbery of a jewelry store there that's gonna go okay, nobody's gonna get hurt, but we're gonna learn some important lessons here about how long an armed robbery can go on, about the dangers that you face, and if you're aware that you have attitude, skills, and plan, you might be able to turn the attackers' tables right on them. Just another day at this jewelry store here, and this guy comes in to just start looking at jewelry, and this is very normal. He's going to come in and ask him to see some stuff behind the counter, and this is all well and good. This is something these people are going to see every day, and you can see it's very quiet in there, so it makes sense that they're hanging out. And this guy's not really showing any problems here. He's just hanging out, but we're going to see it's going to change here in just a second. As we slow down to real speeds, we see him start looking around, and that look around is looking for witnesses, and that's a tell there. And now he pulls a revolver out, and he's starting to ask them for the stuff in the case. And you can see that the employees are kind of like, whoa, shell-shocked here. And I want to think about a couple of lessons as we're watching here. We see this guy, and he's got a gun in one hand and a grocery bag or whatever in the other that he wants her to start putting stuff in. And we say this all the time. If you do not have attitude, skills, and plan to defend yourself against an armed robber, your best bet is to comply. Now, we see the manager there comply and get down on the ground. I don't know that he was asked to do that or whatever, but that leaves this woman to just kind of deal with this problem all by herself. But if you don't have the attitude, skills, and plan, if your ASP is not covered to defend yourself against an armed robber, then your best bet is not to. But if it is, you can notice here what's going on. Look, he's put the gun down so that he can put stuff away. It's sitting there on the counter with his hands in his pocket so he can get stuff, and he's going to do it again. If she had wanted to defend herself, that was her opportunity to do so right there. She could have even taken the gun away in a couple of parts, but again, without the skills to do so, without some significant training, I don't know that that's always the best answer. But clearly the manager here, he had a couple of opportunities before he laid down on the ground. If he was armed himself, he could have launched a counter ambush very easily. Now, she's trying to get into the register, and if you work in a registered environment, you're going to have the opportunity. You could get attacked by an armed robber, and you need to learn how to open that register quickly so that you can get away from it, so that he can get what he wants if you're not going to launch a counter ambush. Again, counter ambush from the manager could have been accomplished here pretty easily if he'd wanted to, not from his belly like that though. In the end, these guys didn't get hurt. I think it's okay. The guy used the gun as an intimidation tool. Thankfully, he didn't hurt him. I don't recommend that you leave yourself at the mercy of an armed robber. These guys did, it worked out for them, but we can learn some lessons here with some opportunities to cover our ASP.